Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales, and today we're making up another cocktail, but this is for, I guess, a semi-special occasion. This is we're gonna do a cocktail to celebrate the new Thor movie that's out. And I see to start off we have some liquor that we've never had before on the show. Mead. Mead. This is called Viking Alchemist Meadery. And I see what you did there. Viking, I get it.
Yeah, and also it's a wonderful way to promote another liquor maker out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Specifically Smyrna.
Smyrna. Yeah, made right out of Smyrna. Smyrna. made right out of Smyrna. Viking Alchemy Meadery. Antimony. Mead with cranberry and cherry flavor. And apparently it's gluten-free. Antinomy, a contradiction in terms. What do you get when you plant the cherry orchard next to a cranberry patch? You get a bunch of sweet cherries swimming and frolicking in the tart cranberry bog. Have you ever tried to separate a cherry from a cranberry? It ain't easy, especially when there are a bunch of them. Not to mention they seem to be having so much fun. Vikings are especially good at improvising with what reality throws at them. So we present to you Cran Cherry. Some cherries, some cranberries, and a whole lot of fun. Discover our origin story, and you can go to their website. So this should be interesting. So they grow their cherries and their cranberries next to each other, and it creates a unique flavor or a unique fruit that they use in making their mead.
And I saw this and I was thinking to myself, this should make a perfect base, as it were, for a cocktail specifically inspired for this movie.
Okay.
It made over, by the time you're watching this, I know this made over like $300 million. So,
okay.
And we saw the movie. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was a well-balanced movie. It's something for the kids. It's something for the adults. It's something for the nerds out there and whatnot. So, I would say go see the movie, judge it for yourself. But we're going to make a cocktail based off of the movie. I don't know if you caught this in the movie, and maybe this is a spoiler, I don't know. But
if it's a spoiler, be careful.
Well, so the ship that they're riding on is actually a bar. I believe a tiki bar, as it were.
Oh, yeah, I did caught that. I actually read about that when the movie was in production. So,
yeah, this drink will probably be something that you would find in said tiki bar.
Okay.
I'm not basing it off of a recipe in the movie because we didn't really see anything like that. But if I were a bartender in New Asgard that worked at that tiki bar that's on a boat, this will be a drink more likely that I will be making up for the locals to come and visit.
Okay.
They will have their Viking Alchemist Meadery out of Smyrna, Georgia, ship it all the way to New Asgard. Oh, that smells pretty delightful. Let's taste this before we make a drink with it. I want to see what we're going for.
It does smell good.
Okay.
There's a tartness to it.
Yeah, there's a strict tartness to it. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Sage is a great component. It's a great flavor pairing with all the ingredients that you're gonna find in here, which would include, since mead is a honey wine, as it were, and they made it with cranberries and cherries, I figured the sage would complement all three of those flavors, along with what's coming next. So I want to throw some sage in here. We'll save that for the garnish. Then we're gonna add half an ounce of simple. I meant what I said, guys, that I'm gonna use this up before I make fresh simple again. And then I'm gonna add a couple of dashes of black pepper. And we're gonna muddle that together. I wanna get a flavor going. Black pepper also pairs very well with the flavors in this mead.
I'm getting strong scents off of it from here.
Good. Strong floral scents, as it were. Okay. Put that away. Okay. I'm gonna juice some lime juice, lemon juice.
Yeah, that looks like a lemon.
Another flavor component. We'll do half an ounce of that, or depending on what type of lemon you have, is gonna be the juice of half a lemon. Okay. Now the fun begins. We're gonna add an ounce of the mead. And you know what else goes with sage?
What is that?
Juniper. So an ounce of gin. Prep our glass first. And I'm wondering, should it just hang off like that?
Yeah, that should be fun.
Okay, so what we'll do is I'm gonna add my ice here. And I'm gonna add my ice here. Clean workspace is a great workspace, guys. So, okay. Yeah, that was almost a disaster. Yeah, I know. We would have had the in the review right there. I would have been like, that's how you make a Thor drink. Okay, we're gonna add our ice and shake. The sage looked a little more perky, but that looks just as good too.
Well, let's see what it tastes like. Pretty good, pretty peppy. Simple syrup actually did it. Some good. I'm getting the sage in there as well. This is actually really good. It's a really good drink.
Okay. Thoughts on this? Upon further tasting this, I'm thinking instead of the simple, it should have been a honey syrup. Just to meld well with the theming and everything like that. Not that the simple syrup brings it down. I actually think it balances it out perfectly because with the tart flavors coming from this and the lemon juice, you were gonna need something sweet to pull that back.
Right.
And then you get the aromas from the sage, the aromas and taste from the sage. The black pepper, when muddled with that sage, really expresses it and makes it more flavorful. Yeah, that's a well balanced. I'm digging that.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. So what are we calling this?
Well, I mean, you could easily name it after Mighty Thor.
James Foster, Mighty Thor? You could.
I mean, Thor as is already has a drink that someone made, you know. If you remember way back when the Avengers movie came out, someone did like a drawing, as it were, that had all of those drinks on there. So he already has a drink. Why not Jane Foster?
So what would you call it, though?
What would you call it? What are you thinking?
If I'm not gearing it specifically towards a character, I would call it something like, I don't know, Valhalla juice. But if I am, I'm thinking this feels more like a drink.
Would this be considered a punch? If you could call it a Valhalla punch.
I think I like that better.
The only problem is I think to be a punch in the sense of where alcohol is concerned, you have to meet certain conditions. So
I guess. I'd still call it Valhalla Punch anyway, though.
okay.
There it is, Valhalla Punch.
I mean, that may be wrong, but I mean, well,
What are you gonna do? Come down and hit us with your hammer? Anyway, I thought it was good. A drink worthy of the gods, so to speak.
Valhalla's gift.
Valhalla's gift.
Maybe that can go. No, well, I mean,
I like Valhalla Punch.
I think
Not
the
even gonna
gift is Valhalla.
Yeah.
We'll go with Valhalla Punch, even though I really do think there are I really do think it has to have a specific ingredient in there to be considered a punch as far as liquor is concerned, which doesn't really make sense to me considering we have punches that exist that don't have alcohol in it. So are they considered a punch?
Exactly.
In other words, like, would you batch this and it be cool? I think you could batch this and it be considered a punch.
Okay.
So, for now, we're going with Valhalla Punch.
Alrighty. And what we usually do too, I guess since this is kind of a 2-in-1, we should grade the mead. What are you thinking?
8.5 out of 10.
Okay, 8.5. I agree with that. Very good. I love the mixture of the taste because I get strong cherry notes and I get strong cranberry notes.
And cranberries are my favorite, one of my favorite fruits.
I love that. I love the tartness of it because that is different from a lot of meads. I thought it was very good. This is something that I could see myself enjoying just on its own. And like I thought it was really good. I'm actually kind of interested to see what else they make.
Well, they have a Fancy Pants website.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out later.
And I'm pretty sure they have some other socials.
Yeah,
like an Instagram and whatnot, which you'll find
below in the description. But with that said and done, that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content coming to the channel. Also check us out on Instagram, check us out on Twitter, and check us out on Facebook. And share our content around.
Exactly.
Did you or anyone you know go to see Thor? I have a feeling some people did because it made, $300 million over the weekend. So...
Did you like the movie?
Yeah, did you like the movie?
And I don't want to hear it wasn't accurate to the comic. I'm like, if you're waiting around for these things to be accurate to the comic,
you're gonna be waiting forever. And none of that. It's the MCU bullcrap in our comment.
Exactly.
Talk if you didn't like the movie, you didn't like the movie. Talk about the movie below in the comment section.
Did you say past the credits? You know, we 18 plus years into this. You should know to do that.
You didn't stay past. I will say this, since we're talking about the movie, I thought their second post credit scene showed a lot of restraint because throughout the movie they tell you what that post credit scene could have been, but thank God they pulled back.
And it was kind of bittersweet would be the word in a way, but also it was satisfying for a fan who stuck through all of the Thor movies in regards to how they've changed and evolved over the years.
Yes. I definitely get what you're saying in that regard because it really takes all those Thor movies into consideration.
And you know, like considering that the mid-credit scene was supposed to be the one to get you hyped about future stuff, I actually liked the second one better. I can't believe I'm saying that, but
yeah, because usually the second one is just bullcrap they give you,
like shit is happening.
And you know, even with the mid-credit scene, I don't think we're getting a Thor vibe. I don't. I don't care if it said Thor will return. That doesn't mean they're gonna make another Thor movie. I don't know though. They may just throw a bunch of money at Chris Hemsworth and call it a day.
I mean, he likes doing the Thor movies when they're like that, and I can understand he wants to change it up. And if he's gonna be doing this for years, have fun with it.
And I'm not saying, you know, I don't think this is a spoiler, but I think that post-credit scene actually goes well with that drink we just made. But with that said and done, that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. And until next time, everyone, peace.